Good evening, guys, and happy, what is today? Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. I think I might have mentioned in yesterday's video at the very end that I wouldn't have a Tony's and Caputo's haul for you guys today because they really didn't have that much going on. They had like a few things, but it was all kind of stuff that like was sort of Mother's Day kind of, but like they didn't have any really good sales, and like they didn't have like even just like regular grocery stuff and things like that. Tony's had like, I think originally when I looked at the list I was like, okay, here are like the only three things. It was like Eggo waffles, I think, which are like $1.99 when you bought two. Then they had the, what's it called, like the ham, like fresh deli ham. It was $5.99 a pound, which is more money than what it normally has been. So like I was like, yeah, no, probably gonna pass on that, because if not we can just get like a pound at like Aldi or whatever. So and probably end up getting it cheaper than that. So again, ended up passing on that, and you know, and I was like, well, maybe I would have still had my dad go and pick it up for that, but I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't even a good deal. And then I think there was like one other thing, but I don't even remember what it was, and I was just like, yeah, you know what, probably just don't go. Because then Caputo's had like maybe two or three things. Like I think they had like cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, whatever it was, on sale, but I was like, we have kind of a lot of those. And then there was like maybe again two other little things that were like maybe produce stuff, and I was like, if all of that had been at one store, maybe I'd be like, yeah, then go, you know, grab that stuff. But like because there was like barely anything, and also too, the freezer's really full, so I was like, honestly, we probably wouldn't even really have anywhere to put Eggo waffles right now. So it, like I said, just really wasn't worth it. But you have weeks like that sometimes where, you know, again, you'll have a really good sales and all kinds of stuff on sale and really great coupons and deals and things like that, and then there's another week where it's like, yeah, we'll just pass. Like either it just doesn't work out, or, you know, like I said, like space wise, like I said, we don't have a ton of room in the freezer. Again, like I was saying, sometimes there's just not, you know, not that good of deals, and sometimes you can pass on going to the grocery store and, you know, do couponing deals or whatever if there's not much going on. So I don't know, I haven't looked at Jewel yet, but I also don't really know entirely what's going on for Mother's Day. Matthew's coming on Saturday, like in the afternoon kind of, or like midday, I don't know, something like that. And because we had different plans of stuff of what we were going to do and everything, well, I think we're going out for the movies to go see the new Marvel movie on Saturday. However, originally we were going to go to this one place because my mom was like, oh, I really want to go somewhere that has steak. So we were going to go to this one place, and they didn't end up having anything that was gluten-free and vegetarian. So like when we went to the place for Jack's birthday last week, they actually had everything like listed on the menu. Like it said like, oh, this is like gluten-free and vegetarian and stuff like that. And they had, the thing that I ended up getting was gluten-free, but they had the option of, it was like a protein bowl kind of thing. So it had like black beans and what's it called, like rice and kale and like lettuce and like that kind of stuff. Like I've made something very similar to that at home anyway. It has like chipotle like dressing on it, but it wasn't like a salad. It was like, you know, more of like a protein bowl kind of thing. It wasn't listed under the salad section either. They also did have a salad that was gluten-free and vegetarian, so I knew if I had a backup for that. But you could add your choice of like chicken, I think, or steak or something like that. But I was like, oh, well, I could just ask for it without it and then it'd be vegetarian, which it was then, you know, and it was gluten-free anyway. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. You know, so again, this restaurant that we went to had all that stuff listed, but the place that my mom, you know, like was looking at going, they, again, everything that they had was like they had like a few gluten-free options, and they had, but it was like a steakhouse, so like everything that they had that was gluten-free was pretty much like just steak. And I was like, but that's not also vegetarian. And like they did have a few vegetarian things, but everything that they had was like not gluten-free. Like it was like mac and cheese, I think, or like something like that, you know. So I was like, okay, that's clearly not, like they had nothing that like overlapped like both things. So then my dad had found another place, because my mom was like, all I want is like steak for Mother's Day. So again, we're looking like steakhouses, that kind of stuff. My dad found this other restaurant though. We went to it for my birthday a while ago. They had like vegetarian and gluten-free options. And so like, you know, again, combined. And you know, so we were like, oh well, like let's go there. And then my mom was like, no, I just want to grill like for Mother's Day. So that was originally what she said yesterday. Then my dad came across this other place again too, and he like looked it up. And then my mom was like, no, I still just want to like grill for Mother's Day instead. Like we'll get the meat and then grill it ourselves. And my mom ended up going to bed like early. So my dad like never like got confirmation of if we were going to go to the restaurant then, because he kind of suggested it sort of late in the day. And then again, I don't know. I don't entirely know what's going on. I do think we were going to see the movie and somehow we were going to have food from somewhere. But the thing is that the other thing I don't know about is if we are planning on going and getting, you know, like steak and stuff like that to grill, we haven't gone to the grocery store, so we'd have to go like Saturday morning before we actually grill. I don't know. It's just like right now nobody is really like on the same page as far as like kind of what's going on for Mother's Day. But I do have my mom's Mother's Day present hidden in my room right now, and I know she hasn't seen it because like it's actually in the drawer of my my desk drawer right now that she hasn't seen it. So normally a lot of times I can never hide anything because I'm like, she always is like able to see it. Like if I just like put something like in my room, like on the floor, you know, like in the closet or like under the chair or something like that, I was like, she's gonna be able to see it. But she hasn't looked in the drawer, so I know that she hasn't seen it. It's well hidden in here. But yeah, that's what I think the plan is for Mother's Day as of right now. But we also have to figure out that, like, as far as like what are we doing if we're going and getting things, and like, you know, again, like if we have to go to the store on Saturday morning and stuff like that, because we're not going to be able to go Friday night because like tomorrow night, because my dad is going, they have football, I think still maybe on Friday. They still have the what's it called, the football camp thing for like the middle schoolers and stuff like that they have going on. So I think that like I said, they are gonna have that. I thought it lasted 4 days, and or 4 weeks, and I think this is only maybe the 3rd week possibly, or it's the 4th week, like it's the last week. But also guys, my eye is doing a lot better. Like you guys saw it yesterday or the day before that, my eyelid was like all puffy and like swollen. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was allergies or like something, or like, but like I was saying too, like that my eye isn't red, it's just been my eyelid. So like I don't know what it was. It was like irritated from something. But yeah, it seems like it looks like it's doing a lot better as of right now. But either way, I will let you guys know too when I will have a haul, if it's like on Saturday or Sunday or what's going on. But I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.